Hello, my name is Sean McCarthy, and I want to ask you a simple question. What is your strategy for Horizon 2020? As you know, Horizon 2020 is divided into three main pillars. Now, the strategy for Pillar 1 is very simple. We want to establish ourselves as the leading scientists in the field, and ERC is the gold standard for the funding of basic research internationally. Marie Curie is about the development of the careers of young researchers. So for academics interested in the best science, Pillar 1 is where you should look. Now, Pillar 1 is classified in political terms as a bottom-up program. In other words, you are totally free to submit anything you like. And in the case of ERC, you don't need partners in most of the grants. Now, your strategy for Pillar 2 is, if we want to establish Europe as the leader in technology sectors, this is where to go. And Pillar 3 is about addressing real societal challenges and also establishing Europe leader in sectors like energy, food, transport, and so on. Now, if you're looking at Pillar 2 and Pillar 3, these are classified as top-down programs. In other words, if you're putting a proposal into the energy program, you must understand the debates behind the programs. In other words, who wrote your topic? Now, in Pillar 2 and 3, you need a consortium. And the projects can vary in size from 3 million to 10 million euro. And in aeronautics, it can even be larger than that. Now, there are rumors that the success rates are very low. That's not true. Let's look at the real statistics. Horizon 2020 receives about 30,000 proposals per annum. That compares to 20,000 proposals per annum in the previous program called Framework 7. Now, an eligible proposal is a proposal where the forums are filled in properly. And we hear numbers that, 10% or 11% of the proposals are funded. Now, mathematically, it's correct, but it is not the true number. So let's see what happens to proposals when they arrive in Brussels. The first thing that happens is the proposals are sent out to scientific evaluators like yourselves, and they're asked to give a score to the proposals. Now, they're given a threshold. Now, a threshold says that if you're below the threshold, it's a low quality proposal. Now, let's look what happened in the first 3 years of Horizon 2020. Over 55% of the proposals were classified as low quality. So that means 45,000 were classified as high quality. Now, these then go to a panel where they decide which projects are actually funded. So the real success rate is closer to 25%. And if you look at the energy program in 2015, the overall success rate was 47%. So, the success rates are very high, and the chances of winning are very high, provided you have a brilliant idea, you understand the evaluation processes and so on. And this is why you have a support staff to help you with these kind of things. Now, an unsuccessful proposal is never a waste of time. First of all, there's an opportunity to resubmit if the opportunity comes up in the future. Some people take the ideas back to their national programs and get funding in that way for subsections of the proposal. It's also an opportunity for you to learn how large proposals are compiled and how to work with big programs like Horizon 2020. But the most important thing you must remember in any proposal, it's all about impressing your partners. Even if the project is not funded, as long as your partners remember the excellence and the professionalism that you produce during the work, then you will be invited into future projects. Now, what's the difference between a small national project and a large European project? Small projects are about organizations, are about a new product, new service, new process. But large projects are about sectors. And here we're talking about new business models, new value chains, new technology platforms, enabling technologies, disruptive technologies, and new standards. In other words, it's a totally different game. So you have to decide, do I want to work at national level and develop the components? Or do I want to work at European level where I'm developing components of part of a bigger system? So it's a bigger game, and you see a totally different side of sector thinking rather than just organizational thinking. And this is a wonderful opportunity for any researcher to participate in these big initiatives. Now, most people want to know, how do we get funding? And the way you get funding is you have the best science, best partners, you understand how to write the impact, and you fill in the forms. Now, that's not the way to think. The way you should be thinking about, what can Horizon 2020 do for you or for your organization? It's all about developing excellent science. That has to be the driver for you individually or your organization. It's also an opportunity to develop an excellent reputation with European and international partners. So this is the kind of thing you cannot get from national projects. It's also an opportunity to have a visible impact of the results. You know, things you do are part of a big system addressing a big problem, but at organization level, it all depends on having a professional support services so that the scientists can concentrate on the science, and the support staff can help them with the non-scientific parts of the proposal. So it's a wonderful opportunity participating in Horizon 2020, and it opens up a whole new type of world to you. So all I can say at this stage is the best of luck in your proposals, and thank you for inviting me to present this today. So thank you very much.